Hey everyone, it's Melodie Mantra. I'm going to go over some yoga poses today that can help you lengthen your hamstrings. I have a lot of personal clients who are runners or into other fitness, and that always seems to be something that's brought up. So let's go ahead and start on our backs and get this party started. So I'm going to place my feet flat on the mat, knees are bent. Use a little core here, extend your arms to the top of the mat, and slowly roll onto your spine until you hit the ground. Once you do, we're just going to start in reclined bound angle just to open up our hips. So feet are together, knees apart. Extend your arms toward the top of the mat, and then maybe grab opposite elbows. If your upper body's not quite there, you can grab wrists, maybe fingertips. Just focus on your breath. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. One more time, big inhale. Hold it at the top, take a little more air in. Exhale, release. And then release those elbows if you have them. We're gonna bring our arms to a T, palms are face down. Slide your knees together so your feet are flat on the mat, knees are bent. And then toe heel your feet the width of your mat. From here, just super slow, sway those knees from side to side. Take your time. Actively push both knees toward the ground. They don't have to touch, but you want to get that movement in your hips. Let's come back to center. Make sure you're even on both sides. Toe heel your feet so they're hip distance apart. Knees are bent, feet are flat on the mat. We're going to extend our right leg up toward the sky. Flex your foot. Check out those toes. Maybe do some ankle rolls while you're here. And then you're going to keep your hand on the back of your thigh, but just hug your knee into your chest. Breathe. And then extend that right leg up. See if you can bring your extended leg a little closer to your chest. Does not mean it's going to move that far. And then bend it back in. On your exhale. Inhale, extend. Draw that leg a little closer. So this should be pretty challenging at this point. And then hug that knee back in. You're going to release your hands from the back of your thigh, grab onto your shin, and then take your right knee to the outside of your rib cage and up toward your shoulder. Big inhale. Exhale, squeeze a little closer to your shoulder. So we're getting into our hip here. Should feel pretty fantastic. If for some reason it doesn't, back off a little. Big inhale. Exhale, squeeze. From here, we're gonna go to half happy baby. So I'm gonna take my left hand and gently press down on the left side of my pelvis. Take your right peace fingers, grab your right big toe, and then draw your right knee toward the ground on the outside of your rib cage. Now, when you draw that knee down, your left hip's gonna start to pop up a little. That's why we have our hand here, so we're nice and stable. Big inhale. Exhale, draw your knee a little closer to the ground. Now we're going to kick our right leg out to the side and try to lengthen our leg. That doesn't mean it's going to go straight right away, but go as far as you can. Bring it back in. Extend. Bring it back in. Extend. So just a different rotation on that hamstring. Now we're going to release that grip. Cross your right leg over your left. I'm going to take my right hand, push on my right thigh, make sure your right foot's flexed so everything's engaged here, and then add some pressure to that thigh so you get into that hip. Big inhale. Exhale, see if you can put a little more pressure. And then release that pressure. You're going to keep your legs exactly the way they are, but let that right foot fall to the left side of your mat. Now I'm going to take my right arm to a T, palm is face down. Left hand is pushing the right thigh toward the top of the mat. So you'll feel this in your right hip, in your right lower back, maybe your glute. Keep that right foot flexed. Big inhale. Exhale, push. And then release, come back to center.
Keep that leg package exactly the way it is. You're gonna thread your arms in between your legs, grab the back of your left thigh. Then extend that left leg up. So we're in a reclined figure 4. Push that right knee toward the top of the mat. Both feet are flexed. Take an inhale. Exhale, start to draw that left leg into your chest. If you need more, you can take your right elbow, push your right thigh toward the top of the mat while drawing those legs in. So you should feel this in all sorts of places right now. Breathe through it. This might be a little intense. Take an inhale. Exhale, draw those legs a little closer. One more time. This is going to be the good one. Big inhale. Exhale, bring it in. And then release it. Put a bend in your left knee. Left foot is coming to the mat. Right foot's meeting your left. Bring your arms back to a T. Palms are face down. And you're going to toe those feet back to the edge of your mat. Sway those knees super slow from side to side. Breathe through it. Let's come back to center. Toe heel those feet back. And then we're going to do the left side. So we're going to grab the back of that left thigh. Extend your left leg up. Foot's flexed. Draw that left leg in. And then put a bend in your left knee. Draw it into your chest. Extend it back. Draw that left leg a little closer. Squeeze it in. One more time, extend it up, draw that leg as close as you can. And then hug that knee in, grab onto your shins, take it to the outside of your rib cage and up towards your shoulder. Big inhale. Exhale, squeeze. You can do some ankle rolls while you're here. And then we're going to do our half happy baby. So I'm going to take my left peace fingers, grab my big toe. Right hand is pushing down on my right hip. And then draw that knee toward the ground on the outside of your rib cage. Foot is up toward the ceiling. Remember, if your right hip pops up, add some pressure with that hand. Take an inhale. Exhale, draw that knee a little closer to the ground. And then we're going to kick that left leg out. Bring it back. Kick it out. Again, does not have to straighten. Just actively move to kicking it out. One more time, kick it out. Bring it back and then cross that left ankle over your right knee. Left foot's flexed. Left hand is pushing that hip toward the top of the mat. Big inhale. Exhale, put some more pressure. You guys should feel pretty juicy by now. Release that pressure. Legs are exactly the way they are. Let that left foot come to the right side of your mat. Left arm's coming to a T, palms face down. Take your right hand, push that thigh toward the top of the mat. So again, you'll be in that left hip, but you'll feel it behind your tailbone. You'll feel it in your glute. Everyone's a little different, so you might feel it in some different spaces. Just breathe through it. Big inhale. Exhale, push. And then release, come back to center. Thread your arms through your legs and then extend your right leg up. Flex that foot. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your right leg into your chest. Breathe. Make sure you're still smiling. Big inhale. Exhale, draw it a little closer. Again, you can take your left elbow, push your left thigh toward the top of the mat to get a deeper stretch. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, draw it in. Release that right foot down, release your left. This time you're gonna let your knees fall so kneecaps are hitting each other. And then you're gonna take both hands to the top of your thighs and start to apply a little bit of pressure to get into those hips and lengthen your lower back. Breathe, big inhale. Exhale, see if you can apply a little more pressure. And then release, knees are coming into your chest. Grab onto your shins, give yourself a rock from side to side here. And then we're gonna come to center, aim your forehead to your knees so you're putting a curve in your upper back and roll up to a seat. Make sure you have enough space. You might need to move on your mat a little bit. We're gonna come to seated bound angle. So feet are together, knees are apart. Sit up nice and tall, peel the tops of your feet open like a hot dog bun. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, twist to your right. Your gaze is over your right hand, or your right shoulder rather. Left hand's on the outside of your right thigh. So even though we're twisting here, we're also actively opening our hips. So think about knees guided toward the ground, gaze is over your right shoulder, take an inhale. Exhale, sit taller and twist a little further to the right. Release, come to center, inhale those arms up. Exhale, twist it to the left. So right hand's coming to the outside of your left thigh. Again, knees are actively pushing down, gaze is over your left shoulder. Big inhale. Exhale, sit taller and twist. And then release, inhale both arms up. On your exhale, you're gonna come to a forward fold in your bound angle. So you'll feel this in your hips, your inner thighs. Release your head, release your shoulders. Make sure you're smiling down here, big inhale. Exhale, fold. Let's roll up nice and slow. Sit up nice and tall. We're gonna extend our right leg to the top of the mat, right foot's flexed. Left foot's coming to the inside of your right thigh if you're not already there. And then square your torso to the top of the mat. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, fold over that right leg. If you need to put a bend in your knee and you're not quite there yet, go for it. Kick that heel toward the edge of your mat and then fold. Big inhale. Exhale, fold. Maybe walk your hands out if you need a little more. Big inhale. Exhale, fold. And then let's roll up super slow, one vertebrae at a time. Extend that left leg to meet your right. Feet are flexed, reach to the crown of your head, inhale up. Exhale, fold. Again, if you need to put a bend in your knee, put a bend in your knee. Release your head, release your shoulders, maybe put a bend in your elbows, big inhale. Exhale, fold. And then we're gonna roll up super slow, one vertebrae at a time. And do the same thing on the other side. So bring that right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Make sure both hips are squared to the front of the mat, left foot's flexed. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Again, option for that knee bend if you need it. Think about kicking your heel toward the edge of the mat, nice and extended. Big inhale, maybe put a bend in your elbows, exhale, fold. Last time, this is it. Big inhale. Exhale, fold. Maybe release your hands, see if you can walk your fingertips a little further while keeping that left foot flexed. Roll up super slow. Let's go into one last bound angle. So feet are together, knees are apart. You should be a little juicier. And if you want more, take your hips and walk them towards your heels so you get a little deeper in the stretch. Sit up nice and tall, inhale those arms up. Exhale, fold. And And then we're gonna unwind, roll up super slow, one vertebrae at a time. Let's just meet in a nice, easy seat. So sit crisscross applesauce, shrug your shoulders down, reach through the crown of your head, inhale those arms up. Exhale, hands meet at heart center. Thank you guys for practicing with me today. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste.